Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to HBM Mod. Last episode we designed an Australian-based reactor and then said, I'm not building that. That's a lot of work. But I think I can do it better without doing all the extra work and stuff. So I think that's what we're doing today. We're actually designing a new... Well, we've already designed it. We designed it last episode. We're building a new RBMK, basically. So we're going to need all the zirconium cubes. I'm going to need a bunch of fuel rods. As many as I can get my hands on, because today we're building the actual RBMK and powering it online. This is the moment you've all been waiting for like a few episodes now. We're going to start getting Australium. And we're going to use low enriched Australium since it's actually self-igniting. We're going to need 9 fuel rods. A lot of fuel rods. 9 is a lot of fuel rods, I feel like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to need 6 times 8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 times 8, I think. 24. Is it 24? Yeah, it's 24. Oh, it's 28. 28 should do. 28 should be good enough. 6 times... Not 8, but yeah, 6 times 4. That gives you 64 of these. But then you take them, and you can make 16. And that's enough to make 8 more. Which is more than enough. I am not going to need that many fuel rods, but if I do, I'm already covered. Which is perfect. So, awesome. All we gotta do now is fill those with Australian billets, put them in the thing, and I mean, they're going to get radioactive now. I think they're going to get radioactive at least. These are not radioactive to begin with, but they might get radioactive from us putting them in there. Now, with the greater Australium, that's not actually useful to us because that's for, like, power generating reactors. We're just making a pile. And it's a weird type of pile. This is not even a pile, I don't think. It's literally just a fuel rod. It's like if you made a pile that only uses radium. Which is something I would do because I need polonium, but still. It doesn't make sense to call it a pile. I mean... It's just one fuel, right? Usually a pile runs like uranium to plutonium. In the real world usage of a pile, I guess. So this is more like a rod. Just that defies physics. Well, maybe the rod itself is at like critical mass. So like it's not defying physics. It's just like it's at the point where it's generating its own, or it's acting on its own. It's like, I think that might be possible, but I don't know. Anyway, here we are, 6 Australian fuel rods. These are not radioactive. Holy crap, dude. Not radioactive until you put them in here. Not radioactive at all. Temperature's rising. That might not be good. Guys, I think that's a problem. No, it's just doing its stuff. It's just sitting there at a nice 22.6 degrees. Check this one. And this one is going to be at a nice 22.6 degrees as well. Awesome! Oh my gosh. If this actually works, then I am just the best HBM mod player of all time. Probably. Most likely. Most likely to destroy his base. You know you're goated at HBM mod when you're the most likely to destroy your own base. Okay. So we're having some problems here. I didn't bring enough Australian, so I only have 6 of these guys running. But you can see the depletion on this is that... Oh, it's not even depleting. So to deplete it, they need to actually build a reactor. Duh! What am I doing? What am I doing? Bro, this is also supposed to be this guy. Okay then, we've learned something. So, that is an interesting observation that we've just made. That these don't actually get to the point where they start depleting. Of course, that could be that... We can actually make it. We can actually make it generate more flux and deplete on its own if we hooked it up to, you know, just one of those what are they called? Neutron reflectors. If we hook up to a neutron reflector, it will deplete. However, I think the other way, the energy generating method, is going to be the optimal solution to this problem. Okay, so remember the neutron reflectors, right? We're going to start off by making neutron reflectors. Those are going to be the easiest ones to make. There's always the neutron absorber and the neutron reflector. Neutron reflector is going to be the first thing we're going to make. How many of these do we need? Let's go ahead and tally that up now. Get a number of how many we're going to need of these, because there's going to be quite a few. We'll need 3 for each of the end pieces and 2 for the middle. So we'll need 8. Okay, then. And, I mean, 8 times 8 is 64, so that means we're gonna need 32 tungsten. How do I know this? Because I do. It's math. It's actually just math. Look, if you're looking for the answer to any problem, it can usually be answered with either math or, I don't know. Figure that one out for yourself, what the other one could be. Because I don't know. Let's go ahead and do this. This will give us 64. Because each one makes 2. And let's go ahead and continue on, because the next thing we're going to need is going to be the control rods. Well, actually, we don't need to worry about them right now. The main thing we're going to need next is boilers, or RBMK steam channel, which is actually super expensive. You're going to need 3 times 6, 36 copper for the copper pipes. We're going to need 8 of these guys again. 8 of these. And then... okay, so 36, right, plus 8 is 42 for each one. So 42 times 8. Get yourself 8 stacks of 42 ingots. You're going to be set for life. And I think we can cover that. Yeah, that's an acceptable loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 42. Just give me 42, please. 42. Please. 1, 2. 40 plus 11. 43. No. Oh, come on. 41. Okay, there we go. 42. So that's 2. I really hate this, actually. 44. It's 3. 34. Plus half of this is not going to go as what we want, but plus that. Drop 6. 42. It's 8, actually. That plus that. You guys do that. And then add this. And then add 2 of these. Okay, we're getting places. That is 5. We're doing this the worst way possible. Maybe. This actually is not the worst way. It could be worse. Listen. This could be the worst. It could be worse. 1, 2. Oh, let's go. I got double that time. 40. That is everything. So basically, all of our copper is now depleted. Make sure you don't double-click your copper ingots, or like that are in here, because then you'll end up with a stack of them, and you'll have to do it all over again. We love doing this, don't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks, right? I got 3 here, 3 here, 2 there. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Start making those into those, which ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16. 5 stacks and 16. Is it logical that something this tiny costs 42 copper ingots? I don't know. Is it how it is? Yeah, so we kind of got to do it the way it is. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of those, and then the rest can just be pipes. If we split this up, that gives us exactly 8, and you need 2 of those. I'm going to triple check, because I want to be sure. The rest of these can just be these. We got 2 extra. So either the math is bad, or we just had 2 extra. Which I wouldn't... Math is bad. Because those guys cost 3. Wow. Well, I got 42 extra copper pipes, so, hey, if anybody needs copper pipes, just ask me down below and I'll give them to you. So we're about halfway done, right? But there's a problem here. There's a problem here. Fellas, we're not taking this far enough. We need to take these guys. And we need to make sure that they're 100% A-okay. This is going to be an expensive machine to get eventually, but I'm probably going to make this with you all because I don't want to make my base look super disgusting with a bunch of cooling towers because that's not how the place is supposed to look. The place is supposed to look kind of the way it is looking right now, but more finished. So, not with cooling towers, because I don't see how cooling towers will make the place look pretty good. I don't think that they will fit into the build design. But anyway, you'll see that I have here, inside this box here, 12 blocks graphite I misplaced. The 64 neutron reflectors are done. So, we are at the last step, which means we need control rods. I can do it. Don't worry. Which we need 2 control rods. But before we can do that, let's make some moderated channels or whatever. So these are going to be 4 on these edges. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put the RBMK fuel rod in there. Put these on the edges. And that gives you moderated fuel rod. So now, that is done. Everything is done. All is good and well. Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to get this to the point where it's functional, but I'm going to build the whole thing for y'all again, in survival mode this time. So, yeah, I mean, we've already built this thing in the creative mode world, so you can all see how that works there, but I'm just going to build the entire thing, and then I'm going to take care of all the other components and stuff, probably on my own. Because it's not going to be exciting. It's literally just going to be me building, like, turbine stuff, and it's going to take extra time that I don't have in my day for that. So, like, I'm not trying to sit here, spend 5 hours recording, right? It's ridiculous. I will say that this is actually kind of difficult to make. Mainly because the high power steam condenser needs engine lubricant, and we just dump all that in the ground. We get rid of all that. Might make sense to make like 20,000 of these guys. I feel like they do the job, basically. We need neutron absorbers. So we need to make the boron neutron absorbers. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, first and foremost, you just take 8 boron ingots, right? We got boron somewhere in here. Boronium, boron, 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 boron. You got boron? Hey, boron, where the boron's over here then. It's not in there. It's over here. Alright, so with 16 of these guys, we're going to go ahead and make 2 of these neutron absorbers, and then we're going to take that a step further. We're going to make them into control rods. Now, there's moderated control rods. You can do that if you want. I don't think you need to do that. You just need to have control rods, and to make control rods, 2 of them, you're gonna need motors for each one. So, that leaves us with a couple options for getting motors. And there's my favorite method, which is to find a safe that has got some of the stuff you need to make motors in it. Which I happen to have a few safes on me. In fact, this one contains a motor. So that's going to save us a lot of time. Let's go ahead and buzz that open now, shall we? I have another motor here so I can make stuff with the motor. So I just need to get in there and do my stuff. Now, how do I do this? I think what I'm going to do... First try. Actually, first try. Oh, wait. Okay, I need to be back in there again. So I can pull all the rest of this garbage out. This is actually good, though. It's actually good garbage. Except for one piece of that is bad garbage, but it doesn't matter. Bad garbage is good garbage. Remember that. It could always be a worse type of garbage. Dirt, vacuum tube, capacitor. Duh. Do we got more of these? Oh, we got the tainted bullets, dude. Right? Wait, no, those are not. That's not the one. This one is the one. Speed loader of tainted bullets. What the heck is this? I found this one. And I was like, dude, that's actually fun. But I cannot open it now because I'm out of lockpicks. So that is actually sad. Sad. So there you go. Once you got your motors, you got these. And once you got these, you got the RBMK that we designed together. And this is the most ridiculous amount of energy I've ever seen an RBMK produce. The problem is actually cooling all that steam down. And I mean, that's the problem that we're going to solve in the next episode, I think.